Retiring from my day job means more time, but does it mean more success as an artist? I guess I'm about to find out. So 1 month from today, I'm going to be retiring from my day job, which I've held for the last 27 years. I understand there's a bit of an identity crisis that goes with retiring. I kind of don't think I'm going to have one, but we'll see. Before retirement, finding time to paint was difficult. The last year it's been easier because I've been working part-time. And basically this is nothing new. Most artists do face this transition in their careers because, to be honest, what artist can really afford to not have a real job? I am excited though. I'll have more uninterrupted time for painting. I'll be able to explore new ideas, experiment, try out new things, and paint during the day when the light is good. I'll also have time for travel and longer studio sessions. I know you guys know I've been wanting to do portraits, and now I'll have time for that. So I think my biggest problem over the years has been marketing. I don't think I do enough marketing. I don't think I put myself out there enough. I don't think I make the effort to get into galleries and all of that kind of stuff. I've done pretty good with my newsletter. I have a FOSO newsletter, which I put out every 2 weeks. I did try to do it once a week, but after a while nobody was reading them. I think it was too often and they were bored with it. So when I went to 2 weeks, it seemed to work pretty well. I have probably about 75% of my newsletters get read by my subscribers, so I feel good about that. I've also started a Pinterest channel, which it's kind of like one thing too many, so I'm trying to keep up with that. And I also have a Instagram, which is too much. I can't keep up with that because really for Instagram you need to make a bunch of shorts. So the common myths are you need to spend enough time painting, and I've always thought if I could just paint more, everything would fall into place, but I really do think it's about marketing. Painting, being a successful painter, is a lot of work, but creativity does still need structure and purpose. And I definitely want to keep painting. Even if I wasn't trying to become a successful artist, I think I would still paint. But at this point, I've got a garage full of paintings and I've got a studio full of paintings, and I really need to start selling them. So I don't think painting's really ever been an issue for me, but getting seen is an issue. So with inconsistent marketing, not really feeling comfortable with self-promotion, maybe you can relate to that, and feeling really pretty overwhelmed by all the social media things. It's kind of hard to keep up with them all simultaneously, and not knowing what collectors respond to. It's been a little bit much. I think I'm tempted to get somebody to help me with this, and I might do it. I think a lot of artists who kind of do this as a sideline feel the same way. And I remember when I went to the plein air conference, the plein air convention in Monterey about 9 years ago, I went to this class on how to stop your day job and become a professional artist. And the answer was, don't stop your day job. Scale back, do what you can. Eventually you'll be able to drop more hours, etc. Kind of a slog to get to where you want to get. So there's not really a quick answer. You do have to have a modicum of success to be able to really quit your day job. So probably the most successful sales that I've had have been at this annual open studio that I have, and I've sold anywhere between 5 and 9 paintings at that sale. I have that once a year right before Christmas, and my next one is going to be on the 13th. So I'm hoping to get some sales then. I did go to that recent holiday boutique at a local church, and I sold one oil painting on paper. So obviously I didn't charge a lot for that. I think my biggest problem lately has been the YouTube videos that I do. It's really weird. I kind of watch to see what people like to look at, and I've got probably 6 or 8 videos that have had a lot of viewings and have been what I would consider successful with views in the thousands, and probably 3 or 4 that have had maybe 300 views, and then the rest maybe 50. I've had a really hard time figuring out what people want to see, and my YouTube channel is basically designed for people who want to learn how to paint, and so I'm struggling with what people want to see, what people need to see to learn how to paint. I think probably my more successful ones have been the how-tos, how to paint a landscape, how to paint a still life. So I'd like to figure that out. And I sure would appreciate feedback if anyone could tell me what would be helpful. I've entered a couple of juried shows locally and gotten in and didn't sell, but was happy to be juried into these shows. At one point I was in a co-op downtown and I never had any sales there. So I've thought about rejoining the co-op, although I'm not sure it's productive. But I really think what I need to do is probably get some help with the marketing. So that'll be one goal for this year. So my vision for this new chapter in my life is to paint more paintings and get my paintings out there somehow, to expand on my marketing. I do enjoy leaving a legacy of my work, and I'm happy to have my works in the homes of family and friends. I find that validating. But on the other hand, since I'll be retired, I won't be dependent on the sales